2 studios. Rooster Teeth Games. Oh my god. What we're gonna do? We're going back in. Where did it left me off? Because I know I saved a bunch of times. The problem is, if their save system is still have a bug, I had to send it out. That'll be added to the report. Yes! It saves! It saves! Yay! Yay! Oh my god, I gotta beat it.
It's simply awe-inspiring what one can accomplish with their own hands. A lump of clay can turn to meaning. If you strangle it with enough enthusiasm, look what we've built. We created life itself,
I worked so hard to get
not just on a silver screen, but in the hearts of those we entertain with our fancy moving pictures. But when the tickets stopped selling, when the next big thing came along, only the monsters remained. Shadows of the past. But you can save them, Henry. You can peel it all away. You see, there's only one thing Bendy has never known. He was there for his beginning, but he's never seen the end.
The end.
I worked so damn hard. I worked so hard to get that chapter done. That's why we'll have to fight him one more time. Hold on, pause. That pissed me off. Oh my god. Get this over with already. I'm just gonna... How y'all doing? Alright. Oh no! I fucked up. Alright. I thought I dodged him for a minute. part where at the end, Bendy. That's left me off. So the game froze. Come on. Alright, my question is how Bendy destroyed all four of these things. Alright, now I'm gonna refill them again and do something again. I don't remember that. What's up, Bendy? No, boo. Run. It better be a checkpoint because I will be pissed. I'll be pissed if I have to restart it. Okay, good. Alright, no. Don't destroy this. Okay, you destroyed that. If I can get him to destroy this shit. That's the only damn problem! You destroyed bitch, I was running! Oh my god, that could have been the last one. I better save it, otherwise I'll be pissed. Let's get over here. Hey bitch, I'm over here. Ooh, you got the shit out of that one. Come on. Maybe I can do a Bendy English compilation. Alright, there we go. Just the end. The end, guys. Nice knowing you. Nice knowing you. Of 2017. And now we're going into Joey Drew's apartment. And this is where the game froze. If it loads up right. Here we go. This is where the game froze the last time. Does your radio or TV need repairs? Little Miracle Radio and TV repairs? Phil 203. Alright, here we go.
Henry!
Here's
So
Joey
soon!
Drew.
I didn't expect you for another hour yet. Now you're just trying to impress me. But I know. You have questions. You always do. The only important question is this. Who are we, Henry? I thought I knew who I was. But
You're a
the
creator.
success starved me.
Cartoon creator, creator
Nothing left
Bendy.
but lines on a page. In the
I
end,
want to know who's the
we
voice of
followed
Joey
two
Drew.
different roads of our own making. You, a lovely family. Me, a crooked
Fucking this
empire.
one, bottom continues.
And my road burned. I let our creations become my life. The truth is, you were always so good at pushing, old friend. Pushing me to do the right thing. You should have pushed a little harder. Henry, come visit the old workshop. There's something I need to show you.
Here we go. Credits.
All right, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
What the hell was that? Created by the Meatley and Nightly. The credits that we all never seen. Meatley, a trainee long friend known as Hulk. Karen Randall, Sammy Moore. Lauren Singer as Alice Angel Allison. Alana Lanier as Susie Campbell, Mike Mood as Thomas Connor, Jade Thompson, David Eddings as Joe Drew. Bendy in the Ink Machine. There's another cutscene. There's the Ink Machine. Congratulations on your success. You're your best pal, Henry Stein. Or Stein.
Tell me another one, Uncle Joey.
Here's the actual credits. Bendy. You have unlocked the theme tool in all previous chapters. You have unlocked the archive's bonus content. Let's go to the archives. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and Ink Machine. Original Ink Machine. Before a major visual upgrade, this version of the Ink Machine was the one used in the game. Much of this machine's iconic Fave I loved design was translated into the final version. And here's the original concept Bendy. Ooh. I wouldn't imagine what I would imagine if you were playing against that. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled. In the earliest concepts, Bendy was much smaller and cuter, with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. You better close that mouth, though. Alright, the one when Chapter 1 was first released, this was the Bendy we saw in Chapter 1, when it was first released last year. And this is called Alpha Bendy. This is the original game-used design of Ink Bendy from the earliest versions of Chapter 1. It is jokingly referred to as bird poop with a smile among the development team. Oh, that's ridiculous. Beta Bendy. This was Ink Bendy's form until the release of Chapter 4. At the time, the game received a major visual upgrade, and the title character got a new model as well. Ink Bendy. Ink Bendy, as we know him today, although similar to Beta Bendy, this upgraded version was remodeled, enhanced with a higher polygon count and given new ink effects. Beast Bendy. Ink Bendy's horrific final form in Chapter 5 pulled away the cartoon facade and revealed the demon within. Beta Searcher. Early in the development, with just a few weeks to create Chapter 2, the Beta Searchers were designed and recorded time before being fully retooled later on. They were the first fighting enemies encountered in the game. Final Searcher. The Final Searchers were more robust in appearance. They were smoother with better ink effects and more human appearance. Beta Sammy. With his first appearance in Chapter 2, fan favorite Sammy Lawrence became a terrifyingly entertaining character. When his slim build was deemed not threatening enough, he was redesigned and given a better skeletal rig for more advanced animation. Oh yeah, you can tell. This one he has abs, and this one he doesn't. Final Sammy. Sammy Lawrence's final form came complete with a bulked-up statue and more powerful limbs. The mad songwriter may finally get noticed now, at least by fans. Now let's get to how Boris came along. And this was known as the Beta Boris. Papa was the original name of the character that eventually became Boris the Wolf. This early version was released with Chapter 1. It was quickly refined into the Boris we know today with the release of Chapter 2. Boris the Wolf. Boris the Wolf, a friend to the end, was designed using various references from the cartoons of the 1920s. A blend of West Coast and East Coast animation styles. This silent and supportive wolf won over the hearts of many, although at times he was a headache for the development team due to his AI taking on a mind of its own during production. AI stands for Artificial Intelligence and game devs. Brute Boris. Los Angeles monstrosity, Brute Boris was one of the biggest surprises of Chapter 4. His design was roughly based on the Frankenstein monster, but with a more unfinished appearance. Alice took parts from within him and substituted things that his body is rapidly rejecting. Oh. The Butch Gang. The Piper, Stryker, and Fisher make up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Interestingly, the ink-corrected versions of the characters were designed first and then were reverse engineered back into their more family-friendly cartoon forms. And this Bendy machine logo up there. Henry Stein. Once an equal business partner of Joey Drew, Henry Stein was a talented animator and character designer until leading the company around 1930. His place in Joey Drew Studios history is somewhat undocumented, but he is often remembered to be the true creator behind many of the studio's most memorable characters. Alright, here's a history of Bendy. Bendy and Ink Machine began when the developer cartoonist known as the Meatly experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week with programmer friend Mike Mood and released on February 10th in 2017. That's the day for my birthday. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie gamers almost overnight. Immediately, Mike Mood decided to drop all other projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique Ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as characters and models were refined from the early thrown together versions. This archive is a peek behind the scenes at that process. That's what we have. Why does it say enter the ink machine? And do we need to know the history of Alice and Allison? And Tom? And why is he named Tom? Alright. We have it all. Thank you guys for very much watching. And it's going 11:30 my time. But I'll be back again for another game. I'll probably play Madden tomorrow. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.